This week was an horrible week. I feel like I'm not really making any progress at work, my love life. Mm, it seems like I have the worst luck wherever I turn, you know, because things are not working working out the way I would hope. I would have
Okay.
hoped.
Is there any specific moment in this week where you see like a change of like from your mood or your physical response?
Mm, I get really sleepy. I'm really sleepy all the time,
Okay.
and that makes me, just kind of there because I'm always so sleepy.
You don't feel like doing
Don't
anything?
feel like being at work. Don't feel like doing anything.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So when specifically do you get this?
Well, I feel most sleepy when I'm, out in public, in social settings. I don't really participate in um, group activities
Is it because
anymore.
you're tired or you feel like avoiding
I just don't feel like
situations?
talking to people.
You don't feel like talking to people? How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel isolated.
Okay.
It makes me feel like I'm on an island. It makes me feel like an outsider. It just makes me feel awkward
Why is that? Why do you feel awkward?
because I'm there, but I'm not there. Like, whenever, coworkers go to lunch or um, family, my family, I just feel like I'm there, but I'm not there. It's not all there.
Is it because you feel like you can't participate, or
I
is
just
it
don't want to.
you don't want to?
Just don't want to. But then I think about it afterwards, and like, I just feel isolated. I feel like awkward, and so I don't feel like I belong.
Okay. How about other situations?
Like,
So you mentioned work. You
mm,
mentioned in social settings.
mm.
Any other?
Well, yeah, like when I go out with my friends, which is few and far in between, I just, like I said, like I mentioned, my love life, like I don't feel any confidence to walk up to a woman and talk to a woman. I don't even have like the inclination to do so. It just doesn't interest me, and that bothers me. I'm a young man. I should be looking for a wife. So.
Okay,
Mm,
so you can't socialize with your family and friends.
mm,
You can't find a partner that you want to
mm.
be with. And at work, you don't feel like you're going anywhere.
I don't feel like I'm making any progress,
No
especially
progress.
um, this guy who got hired after me.
Hmm.
He got the promotion to the managerial position that I should have. So.
So, what do you think all of these situations have in common? Like, when this does happen, what are your automatic thoughts? Or, like, when the guy that you feel like you should have had that position and he got the promotion, what did you automatically feel there?
I felt disappointment in myself. I felt like a failure. I felt like lazy, unmotivated. Um,
Okay.
and it's really sad. I really deserve that promotion. Even with the way I've been feeling, I've still been working hard. So I feel like I should have been rewarded for that hard work. So.
Okay, so I think the next step that we should do with your treatment is we should try to help you realize these thoughts that you have in certain situations,
Okay.
and then find the positive or the negative in that thought. Now, not all thoughts are invalid. All of them might be valid, but we can discuss it. And we could do it with this type of technique.
Okay.
So it's called a thought record. This is a thought record that I was just discussing. There's a copy for you and a pen.
It's not gonna work.
It will just let's go over it. I'll let you know the directions, and then I'll go over each column with you. Okay.
Alright.
So the directions to this is when you notice your mood getting worse or any like it just a type of change, ask yourself what's going through my mind right now, and then as soon as possible you jot down any thought or mental image into the automatic thought column, which is column number 3. So column number 1 is straightforward. Just the day or the time that it happened, like that situation that you're going to talk about happened. Then column number 2, you write down the situation. Column number 3 is what I just.
Okay.
When did it happen? Let me get you something to.
This
write
was
down.
this past Monday.
Okay, so we could just put Monday. We could put at work. And what was the situation?
The situation was my coworker getting the manager promotion before me.
Okay, you could write that down. Co-worker getting the promotion before you. And what was your automatic thought?
That I wanted to jump out the window.
I know that might come into your mind, but that's more of like I guess like an action.
Oh, so then I thought, I mean, the first thing I thought is that I failed. I'm not doing my job well enough.
Okay, then you could put that down. Because jumping out the window is more of a reaction to that specific thought that came into your mind.
Okay.
So how did you emotionally feel? How did you physically feel? Did you feel?
Physically, I felt, you know that feeling when you just feel like heaviness in your chest? You just feel bad.
Okay.
That's how I felt. Just felt
Okay.
bad thing. I felt sick.
You could put /6. So we're gonna move on to column 4. I'm gonna ask you a few questions, and then we're gonna try to find a way to come up with an alternative way of thinking about your automatic thought. Okay. So the first question is, what evidence do you have that your thought is true, that you are a failure and you're not doing well at your job?
The evidence that my coworker got promoted before me.
Okay, you can write that down. And what evidence shows that this thought is not true?
Well, sometimes when my boss is walking around the office, he gives me a pat on the back and walks past me.
Okay, write that down. Anything else? Like, what is it that you do at your job?
I do data entry.
Okay, and have you ever gotten like, are you doing a bad job, or have you been given like good, good remarks on what you do?
Well, I never get negative feedback. I remember last year, the 1 month I did win Employee of the Month.
Okay, that's awesome. Let's put that down. So what would you think is an alternative explanation as to, I guess, the situation that happened as to your coworker being promoted?
What do you mean alternative?
Like, what would be another reason why then what you think that you're a failure, that your coworker got the promotion?
Well, maybe they thought that he's a better candidate for the manager position. Maybe he's a better leader than I am.
Okay, we can write that down.
Okay, now that we've come up with these responses, do you see anything that might disprove your automatic thought that you're a failure and you're not doing well at your job?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have been fired, and my boss does give me an occasional pat on the back.
You did get employee of the month.
I did get employee of the month
You're
last
not
year.
getting any negative remarks from your coworkers or other employees or your boss.
Not at all.
So how can we? So let's move on to column 5. Okay, so from what you were telling me about column 4, you also said that you haven't shown motivation in your job either, but yet you're still getting good feedback from your employees. So let's come up with an outcome that has, after coming up with all of these responses, has altered the way that you think that situation, the way you think of that situation now. Yeah. So, do you still feel like you're a failure at your job just because the other coworker got the promotion? Because there might have been all other alternatives, like we've discussed. Maybe he had more qualifications, even though he was there for less time.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe what you can do is at your job show a little bit of motivation. Maybe what else do you think you can do to show that maybe you want a promotion? Have you even demonstrated that you wanted a promotion?
Now that I think about it, no.
So
No.
you have gotten good feedback from you got employee of the month. So maybe at your job you can have a discussion with your boss about it, about the promotion.
I can talk to my supervisor.
You can maybe initiate a little bit more of motivation, showing that you like what you're doing, that you like the company. Maybe we can talk about going out, and in our next session we can talk about how you're having troubles with social settings.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be something that we would write in the outcomes, like something that you can do, like showing that your automatic thought isn't completely true.
Okay.
From the adaptive response.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well, this is something. This thought record is something that I would like you to use, to continue using, for our next session for homework. I would like you, throughout any time for the next week, jot down anything, and then we'll discuss this in class. And I'd like you to think about different responses to this specific situation. I want you to look at every single aspect of it.
Okay.
Okay?
All right, I could do that.
Okay.
I feel better.
Okay, that's great.